Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back with another one. So, today I wanted to get into a couple things. First, because I don't know how to act, but first, I want to still say again, congratulations to my Eagles. They came, they flew, and they conquered the competition. They dominated them. And it's going to be a parade tomorrow. So, if anybody by the way of Philly in any way, it's going to be a parade, and it starts at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to go from the Lincoln Financial Field at Broad and Patterson. Well, I guess when you come out of there at Broad and Patterson, and it's going to stop at the Art Museum like last time, and it's going to be lit. So if you're ready to have a good time and celebrate the Eagles win, pull up. Okay. So, so that's the first thing I want to say. Hey, Josh, how you been, honey bunny? It's good to see you, babe. How you been? So, and how about the place? Did you get our place yet? Am I moving in yet with you? It's like, no. Let me stop. Did you get your place yet? You said you happy the Eagles destroyed the G. You great. You okay? Uh-huh. Yeah. So, yeah. The Eagles, yeah, a couple of days ago, yeah. And the parade is tomorrow. So if you by the way of Philly, you can pull up. But it's and public transportation from the times of 11 to in Philadelphia from the times of 11 to I think maybe 6, but at the latest from 11 to 4. But I think it's 11 to 6. From Kevin Hart's going to pay for it. The transportation is free. So whoever pull up in Philly, you will ride all out throughout Philadelphia to get wherever you're trying to get for free, courtesy of Kevin Hart. Okay, so just letting y'all know. But yeah, you said you got great news on me too. Yes, yes. Yes, hold up. Let me throw up some celebration. Yes, I'm about to show off. Up, turn up. We lit. Josh got a celebration of his own. He had a Super Bowl win and he had the move-in day for his place. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, boo. So, how you like your place? Is it nice? Is everything you wished it to be? How you doing, dude? Yeah, first I'm about to talk to you. How you like your place? Yes, it's great. That's what's up, boo. I'm so happy for you. It's been a long time coming, and you finally made it, and you got your place of your dreams finally. They was trying to drag their feet. I was going to have to run up on somebody. So let me have some ringers. Oh, that's beautiful. So now let me get to. I'm happy for you, boo. Congratulations, Josh. So congratulations in order for Josh as well. But now I'm about to get to what I wanted to come here about. So the day 26 stuff. Okay. So if y'all remember back in I think around 2008, 2007 or something like that, it was like 15 to 17 years ago. Okay. So wait a minute, it's 2025. That would mean it's 17 years ago, I believe. 17 years ago or something like that. Around 17 or 18 years ago. I don't really know when Day 26 came or when Making the Band the first the edition, I think it was the fourth edition came out. It was a group called Day 26. They was boys. It was Big Mike. I can't remember all their names, so I'm not even gonna pretend like I do remember their names. But I remember Big Mike. I remember Will. I remember Robert. I just don't remember which one is Robert. It's two of them that remind me of each other. And one named Robert, and I forgot the other one name, but I remember their faces. And Q. Now, so I wanted to talk about what's going on. Day 26 member Q. If you remember him, he the light skinned, tall, skinny guy. So I think in the picture he was on the far left. So Q had some things to say about Diddy. Okay. So last I seen first, all right, so I seen a little clip years ago where Q was saying, yeah, you gotta be careful. These people be wanting you to do a lot for fame, and it's all about what would you do for fame or what wouldn't you do for fame. It was like some people they be wanting some people they be wanting some people to F for fame. Would you F or get F for fame? That's the type of stuff they be on. I don't know why Q was saying it, but he was saying it. But I'm gonna tell you what I remember about that season of day 26 where day 26 was at that season of making the band. I think it was the fourth season. So anyway, now as a recent, not maybe like a week ago, Vlad had an interview with day 26 members, or I don't know if it was a compilation of an interview, but Q was saying a lot of stuff, but he was not coming out right and like exactly and saying what exactly happened, but he was saying stuff like he had to get therapy over that. He was saying that they had threatened him, and he might have threatened the whole group, I'm not sure, but he threatened him, sent him an email with his name on it, with, like in a list of people, and saying that if he says something, then or who somebody from Diddy team or Diddy um sent Q an email with his name in the list of people, and if they like I guess try to expose them, then they will be. It means kind of sacrifice, but really they meant he will be knocked off. KILLED. Okay, like that's what they were saying, but they said it like sacrificed on some Illuminati type shit. So that upset Q, and Q was not feeling that, and he was saying that, and this is, I don't know if it was back then or if it was recently, but I know he it probably was a little bit back then. But anyway, he said he was very traumatized by that, and he ended up having to get therapy from his other. And I feel like he is going to sue, but I feel like Q has a right to sue. Q was one of the first victims of Diddy. Q was one of the first victims of Puffy, and I'm about to go back with it. Okay. And back then, in 2007 or 2008, I knew he was a little twinkly. Okay. I'm just going to say it like that. He was a little twinkly. Okay. Okay. I'm going to say it like that. He was a little rainbow. Okay. I'm going to say it like that. I see that shit. So, but it was more before that. It was either the very first well, let me say before I get into it, I also feel like Big Mike have a case against Diddy as well, because he humiliated him and harassed him and forced him to do things that was like unnecessary to try to make a fool of him for a good TV, and the shit wasn't right. And I know Mike to this day is affected by that. And I know he might not say it out his mouth, but I know he don't like that man. Like because of that. I know he don't. And I'm gonna go back and tell y'all in a minute. But first I'm gonna start off by saying I know he was a little rainbowy um since either the first season of Making a Band, or he had another show, but I believe it was the first season of Making a Band, because Diddy was one of the first people to um like to do a talent show, but making the stage the first stop. What I mean by that is it was only like American Idol was the only big show that was out. Other people try to recreate other stuff, but at that time it was only American Idol. And Diddy was trying to create what American Idol was doing, but he wanted to make, instead of making the stage the end stop, like how American Idol did, He wanted to make the stage the first stop. And so I just remember talking to my mama, because me and my mama, we be busting it up. Okay. So, and we both be on some, I don't know. I'm gonna get into it. Maybe you'll understand what I mean. But anyway, so I remember talking to my mom. I was like, "Yo, I be really feeling like he is Rainbow for real." Because, like, so in the first season, how the very first episode started, they was saying what the show was gonna be, and then when they come to the stage, because it started off with the stage. You come out and do a performance like you are a star, and that's when you get picked or don't get picked. So anyway, when it came when it they told you what the show was about, and then all of a sudden they just drop a spotlight, and of course, Puffy was under the spotlight. So I said, yo, I swear I feel like I could see him in the back, like, when they first was creating the show, he like, yeah, yeah. When I come out, the spotlight gonna pop on me, and it's gonna be like, bam, and I'm gonna be like, yeah. Like, I swear, that's what I was saying to my mama, right? She was laughing, and she was like, yo, I don't disagree with you. I don't necessarily disagree with you. So I said his son, Diddy's son, at the time. So I said, he a Scorpio, and my mama she have her different wisdom and astrology, and I have my own, and we have different opinions, but we just have some good conversations based on astrology. It'd be good too. So um she was like, when I said Scorpio, she said, oh, you know how I feel about a Scorpio. Now, I don't know if I knew this yet, or maybe this is how I end up knowing how she feel about a Scorpio. But she was like, I feel like they go both ways. And I feel like they prefer the person that is the same gender as them. Okay. Like, that's who they favor, but it might appear that they don't favor either or, they want both. But no, they favor the ones that is the same gender as them. I was like, damn. So I was saying in return, my opinion of who I see like that, but I see them as being bi, and that um they prefer both. I'll say the sign that I see like that. But I'm not gonna get into that sign because this don't concern them. This is about Diddy. So anyway, so we was watching this or whatever, and so so I don't think that by the time they got to day 26, that's how it started off. I don't think it started off with the stage, but it could have. But I only remember the first season being like that. So anyway, because then they started making the main attraction like the house. So anyway, they started making it like survival of the fittest, like the house, almost like mixing it with American Idol meets the real world or something. But anyway, so I'm gonna go to the season with day 26. I'm gonna tell y'all why. So Q has a valid point, and it can be found if y'all can find season 4 of Making the Band when day 26 was on it. I'm gonna tell y'all all this, and y'all can find every fucking thing I'm saying. So first of all, they wasn't the tight unit that they end up being by now. What I did not like about, so everybody was trying to make it. They were supposed to be a unit. That he already picked the people to be the band, and they were supposed to be a unit, but they was like very divisive, or they just had a lot of shit with them, and so like I just remember that I almost blame the band for making Diddy target him, because let me tell you, so the band, his bandmates, all right, so Diddy for some reason started showing favor to Q. I feel like I know why. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened before this happened. So I feel like the band played a part in Diddy targeting Q. So let me say this. And everything I say is allegedly, only because I should say that so it don't be no BS. But this shit really happened and can be found. If you can find season 4 of Making a Band, you will know what I'm talking about. So anyway, So when they was in the house, they used to be like, it's like half of them was rooting for, it's like halfway they was rooting for Q and halfway they was hating on Q because they didn't understand why Q was getting selected. But the reason why Q was getting favored is because they were talking about this man behind his back and saying they think he is Rainbow and all this. And so they would do stuff like they would be having conversations behind his back saying how they think that he Rainbow. But little did they know, I believe that another person in there, not Q, was Rainbow. But they didn't know that. So anyway, at the time, but anyway, they would get together and say how they think Q is Rainbow and all this stuff. And then like people would be coming up like asking him like, yo, you got a girlfriend? He's like, yeah, I got a girlfriend. I'm about to make her my fiance and this and that. And when this work out, we might get married and all this. And he was serious about his girlfriend, right? So, but from them having them conversations about Q behind Q back, Diddy at the time, Puffy was watching in the house. It had cameras all over the house. So he could go and watch everything that's being discussed, which is, that ain't never changed as we can see. That's the whole thing. It's cameras everywhere. But he could watch back then and see what was being discussed and what this and that. And then all of a sudden he started always selecting Q and saying he liked his drive and all this stuff. And if you ask me, trying to get him alone. I really felt like he was trying to get that man alone. And then when he would add, like, so he would also say stuff to them, but I felt like he was directing it at Q, even though he was quote unquote supposedly directing it to the group. So he was saying, yeah, your little girlfriends, you gotta leave that by the side. What mean more to you making it to where you want to make it, or your girlfriends and all. And I felt like he was listening to Q when they was effing with him, trying to ask him, we gotta go. And so he's saying all this stuff that's like, um, I don't know. I just felt like he was trying to isolate Q and take advantage of Q in some type of way. I really believe something happened. So I'm gonna tell you. So in this season, later, it was a point where Q was ready to quit the group. He, it was like, all right, so we wasn't in private. We didn't have the luxury of being in private when Diddy was isolating Q and picking him and selecting him for all this special stuff that he wanted Q to do. And like Q just said, he did some backup for Dirty Money and all this. But I felt like he had got selected. I feel like it was a different reason unbeknownst to Q. And because Q is straight, he might come off weird, but he is straight. And because Q is straight, he could not fathom that this guy that he maybe idolized or looked up to and thought was a great businessman and all this is supposed to be straight. He could not fathom that he was trying to make a pass at him. He could not fathom it. So he was very confused. I just felt like when he come from out of isolation or wherever did he summon him to, he was very confused and he could not like, this is how I read the situation. And you can go and find this. If you can find a season 4 of Making the Band, I'm telling you, I believe this is what happened. That's why I had to say everything is allegedly, but I truly believe this is what happened, but I didn't see it with my own eyes. But I'm a great person at reading between the lines. I don't have to be in the room to know what's going on in the room. I don't have to be there to take place in a different conversation to know what's taking place in the conversation or being said in the conversation. And sometimes the God and the ancestors will send me the truth about people and what's going on in the circles. But now back to the story. So, I gotta do another live about my baby, about Sebastian Rogers. I will be doing that soon, coming up soon. But I'm trying to wait on a little more information, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be coming soon because I got a little bit more information, but I'm waiting on more information. But I can't control when God and ancestors sent it to me. So we'll see. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So Q comes out of the Q comes out of um the the room or the place they was summoned by Diddy and who knows who else, probably his bodyguards and them, because Q was also saying on Vlad's interview that all of them enable him, all of them just as guilty, not just Diddy, everybody else who enable him and make him think it's okay to do the crap he be doing. So, so back in season 4, Q comes out of this wherever he was summoned to, looking so confused, so stressed, so like frazzled. Like I really thought, and I really strongly believed that Diddy made a pass at him. That Diddy um tried to solicit him for something. Like I felt like he was trying to make him get out, or you know what I mean? So, and I feel like Q, because Diddy was saying, I almost feel like now I wasn't here, so I don't know this to be fact, but this is what I felt like when I was watching this. Because Q had a whole mental breakdown. Really, he really did go, um, for lack of a better word, a little bonkers there. Like he lost his mind there because of whatever the fuck was taking place behind closed doors, unbeknownst to us. But I felt like Diddy was trying to get him alone so he could make a pass at him, but he didn't want to outwardly come and make a pass at him because he don't know, because he listening to what the guys is saying, and he don't know if he is Rainbow or not. So he had to craft or wittingly make a pass without it being an overt pass. You know what I'm saying? So Q could not wrap his mind around the fact that a grown man was trying to come at him like that because he wasn't coming straight out and saying, "Yo, I like you like that. I want to get with you," or something like that. So he don't understand that it is enough to make him scratch his head, but he don't understand what the F is going on, and he can't truly process it because he don't think like that. So anyway, so so um Diddy, all right. So then all I remember later is Q coming out so frazzled, so confused, almost like with an expression of scratching his head, like what the F is going on type shit. He was having a mental breakdown. He wanted to leave, quit the group. He was going to quit the group. And he wanted to leave the show, quit the group. He's like, F being a star, F all this. So I felt like something that really crossed the line happened, and he was ready to say F it all and leave. Then all his bandmates then all tried to convince him to stay, and whatever is the problem, they got his back and all this stuff. But I felt like they kind of put the problem that Q was having in play, unbeknownst to them. But the things they were saying when Q wasn't around made this man think that he played for another team and made him think that he could step to him and try to come at him. And it was crazy because Q's allegiance to his group is the reason why he stayed. But he really left. He almost quit the whole entire thing. He was like, this shit ain't worth it. But he ended up coming back, and his allegiance to his team, to his band, made him stay. And I hope it didn't make him take something for the team, because I felt like they would give off this thing like they got his back, or like in one breath it's almost like they jealous because Diddy keeps singling out Q to come and like chill with him or work for him or whatever. Keep saying he see this potential in him and only singling him out and saying, this and that, and your voice is like that, and all this and that. He need him to be on this record. So he's singling him out, which is making the other guys jealous. And then in the other breath, so and it's making them jealous or resentful towards Q. So in one way they hating on Q, but in the other one they like want him to take whatever the is going on, take it for the team. So that's why Q left. He was in a crazy situation. I felt like that's what I was getting from the situation. I could be wrong, but that's how I had read the situation back then. I felt like they was hating and want him to sacrifice for them to keep the group together because they could see that he was favoring him, and whether or not the group was together or not, Q was going to make out good. So, but Q wasn't making out good mentally because something happened that really threw him for a loop, and that's what made him leave. He left for like 2 weeks or something, and he came back for them, for the guys. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I really do believe that Q got a suit. I don't think it was just um, Diddy just being a tyrant of a boss. The reason why he had a breakdown like that, even though he can be a tyrant of a boss, I just don't think it was only that. The way that Q was ready to leave like that, it was crazy. He did leave like that, and so also I think that Big Mike also got a suit because he was humiliated. He kept calling him fat boy. He kept putting him on a treadmill, making him run every time he on screen. And that man was not physically in that type of shape where he could do something like that. He could have had a heart attack and died. Messing with him, trying to make good moments for TV by humiliating him. And I really feel in my heart that Mike do not like Diddy for shit. If you watch the Vlad interviews, Mike don't say much of nothing. Mike don't say much of nothing because he can't stand Diddy because of what he did, because he really humiliated him. And that's fat shaming him. He discriminated against him and he tried to humiliate him on public TV. And so I feel like he has a suit as well. I don't know what else he did to maybe the whole group, but I know in specific, Big Mike, and Q both got a suit, if you ask me. That's from me remembering what happened on season 4. And it's probably more shit that I don't even remember, but I just wanted to put my little 2 cents and tell y'all that I believe they got a case. So I think that's it. And then so let me see if I forgot anything. Did I forget anything? Nope. Okay. Did I? Nope. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say about them having a case. That if you go back to season 4 of Making a Band, all that I'm telling you could be shown to you, literally. It's receipts, because this shit was on TV. So, um, and y'all can figure out what y'all think happened to him, but I damn sure know what I think happened to him. So, and I guess I'm gonna end it the way I started it. Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. So, like I said before, the parade is tomorrow. If y'all want to come through, pull up in Philadelphia at Broad and Patterson, and the parade will be going from Broad and Patterson to the Art Museum. Okay, so you can pull up wherever you want to on a stop. You can just look at the route of the parade and then pull up, and all the transportation in Philadelphia is going to be free from 11 to I think 6 o'clock p.m. But I'm just gonna say 5 p.m. to be safe, on the safe side, because I don't remember exactly when it ends. So pull up and come celebrate with the Eagles. Yes, world champions. The champions, my friends, and we keep on fighting to the end. We are the champions. No time for losers, because we are the champions of the world. Okay? Stop playing with my egos. I tried to tell y'all. I tried to told y'all before. And the only reason why we lost the last time 2 years ago is because they have picked that year to try out some new fucked up ass turf that we couldn't fucking run on. I remember that shit. When I first seen it starting off, I'm like, is that turf supposed to be doing that? When they was running, you could see the dirt picking up off of their feet, off of their cleats. It was crazy. I'm like, is that do that field usually look like that? I just didn't remember that and watching football. And I'm like, I ain't never seen I never seen it again. But why did they choose to try out this new turf that they was growing for 2 years with us? I don't fucking know, but I know they never tried that shit again. Thank God. And that's why we won this time. Because we were supposed to win the last time. All right. So that's it. And that's all. And go Eagles. Go first go. And pull up whoever is a supporter of the Eagles in Philadelphia and celebrate with the Eagles. All right, y'all. Love y'all. All right. Mwah.